is stream number 390. I'm Hazzie Soft. As always, to my left is Nord, aka Nordic Monkey. Say hello to the stream.
Hello to the stream, Nord.
And for today's Geeky Talk segment, we're going to be talking mainly about New World, I think. The PTR finally went live.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't really change much, it seems like.
Nope.
They didn't really change much.
Let's hope the bug fixes and stuff are helping things.
Yeah, and then we'll also talk about actually we'll take a look at the trailer for the Void Gauntlet, because I think we may have done that once on stream, but we'll do it again. Look over some of the things for this new stuff that's happening in New World. I'm really excited for some of the new content to see that. I am a little sad about my nerfs as a magic weapons user, but I could go Void Gauntlet. I've kind of considered this, but I will talk about it more. Also, we'll bring up a little bit about the game Curious Expedition, and that's the game we're going to be playing today. And
Epicurious.
And me and Nord are going to be racing each other. Nord bought the game, which makes me really happy that somebody bought the game. I think Thorn bought the game because of me too, so it makes me happy somebody bought the game. It's a really good game.
You're an influencer.
I'm a micro influencer, but
hey. This is as efficient as a pyramid scheme. It went from 1 to 2. If we could just keep it going from here, it'll be everybody in the whole world. I'm gonna go find 2 people.
But it can't be a pyramid scheme because I'm not making no money off of it. I just really like this game, so I want people to get into it.
But we help Machine and Mensch.
No, it's a pyramid scheme so that I can have more friends to geek out about this game. That's the scheme. I need more
remember,
geeking.
you're looking for it's a pyramid scheme because you're looking for a pyramid in game.
Oh,
see?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
See?
Okay, it's all connected.
Exactly.
It's all connected. All right.
It
all makes sense
I'm
now.
bonking the mic. Pro moves.
How are you doing today, Nord?
Fantastic.
Okay, let's get to the next scene so we can bring this stuff that we're going to be looking at today. So yeah, the PTR dropped. By the way, I do have like some Sumo stuff up, but I didn't really know how to talk about Sumo on stream today because they're on the, I guess technically the 6th day. Today is the 5th day.
Yeah.
But I think the day has gone by already. So like I had like match results.
Japan's in the future.
Yeah, but I didn't because Japan's in the future.
That's true.
But I had what the matchups are going to be for day 6, and I didn't know like how to really like go over the matchups. Like I don't know. I sent you links to it on Discord, by the way, so you can take a look at it. You don't have to like look over here. Possum! I actually went to one pyramid scheme organization meeting once, and there was pizza.
Well, see?
Hey, there's something positive.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. How are you doing today,
I would
Possum?
go to a meeting for pizza.
It's good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. But yeah, we're going to be playing Curious Expedition today because the new DLC Highlands of Avalon dropped. And thank you, Machine and Mensch, for giving me a code.
Yeah,
so
that was sweet
I
of them.
wasn't expecting that because I feel like I should have pushed Curious Expedition 2 a little bit more when I first had it. I did like one major stream and that was it. I love that game, but I felt like I was really bad at it. So I didn't really want to write a review until like I got further along, but it just took me forever to get further along because it was kind of rough. It's kind of a hard game, even on easy mode. I'm still in my seasonal depression. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Possum. Yeah,
Sorry about that,
this
Possum.
time of the year it can be really, really rough. I'm sorry. That one, 5 hours was worth the pizza. I hope you ate more than one piece. For 5 hours, I think you deserve
Get over your fair share.
At least 3 or 4 pieces of pizza. You'd be stuffed, but totally worth it. So I am mostly dead online. And I tried to hang on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just think about the kitty posters. Hang in there. That'll do.
Those inspirational work posters.
Exactly.
We used to have that in school, like those the cute animal posters, and they would say stuff like "You can do it" or something like just try it. Or something
I'm
like
sure
that.
it worked. I'm sure that right there brought up graduation rates.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, you know what? I'm not so sure if I could do this.
That
oh my
kitty
gosh.
poster made me stay in high school.
There you go.
It was that damn kitty poster.
Hi, Thorn.
Hi, Thorn.
Happy
It's good
Thursday
to see you.
or Friday Eve. A pyramid scheme, meetings serving tasty triangles. See? There you go. It's all connected. This is the first stream for me.
Sorry, you go ahead and read it.
Awesome. This is the first stream for me in a month, I think. Well, thank you for spending the time with.
Yeah, thank you for dropping by. We really appreciate it.
We had a really cool highlight stream on Tuesday where we had the people from Terminal Conflict, the developers there, and all that.
Yeah,
we
played this Cold War era strategy game. It was so much fun. I had a blast. It was the first time we were showcasing.
And we historied.
Yeah, we historied quite a bit. And I had a blast, and we showcased the game for the indie game collective. I had so much fun. We met some really cool people. The developers are really cool people, but yeah, really enjoyed it. And then the other day on Wednesday, so then the developer was here and they told us the composer for the game was James Spence, and I had to listen. And James Spence is like pretty good composer. Like, I really enjoyed it. I listened to quite a bit of it yesterday when I was working. It's really unfortunate
that East versus West didn't really be him because he did some great musical work for him.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was generally stuffed in the U.S. because I wanted to try all the food while I was there. See, we've talked about that. We're gonna be like the fattest people in Japan when we go. Because...
But they have great, like, Japanese bakeries are freaking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, and then not only that, the street food, like, if you go to where's the place? Osaka, they have great street food in Osaka. Yeah, in a lot of different places. They just have so much good food in Japan.
I want to get a Hiroshima style okonomiyaki.
Oh god, that stuff looks really good. It's not easy to make at home. Like, we can make okonomiyaki at home, but it's not yet. But we didn't do Hiroshima style.
No.
We just did the regular, but Hiroshima style is not really easy to do at home because Hiroshima style, they put tons of stuff on the pancake. So okonomiyaki is like this pancake thing,
a savory pancake,
and like it's really good. You can make it like on a griddle and eat it. But the ones they do for Hiroshima style is like they put on like ramen on top of it and all this other stuff, and it's like out of this world. I can't even believe how much stuff they put on it.
It's huge by the time it's done.
Yeah.
You know, like when you see a burger, that like, how do you get that in your mouth? It's kind of like that.
Yeah. No worries, Possum. We just thought we'd update you. I have trouble with seasonal depression too. The lack of daylight really messes with me. Yeah, it's been like that for me in the past, but I think after how many years have we been here since we came up from Texas?
By like year 5, year 6.
Yeah, like it took me 5 years or so, maybe that's more than that.
If you're willing to sacrifice 5 to 10 years, you too can handle it.
I don't.
Or
and I think it still kind of affects me.
A friend of ours sent Hazzie a sad light.
Yeah, that's true. I got a sad light, and that helped out when I was dealing with it as well too. I think I still kind of have
Seasonal
it, but it's not
depression. I'm not
not
talking
as
a
bad.
Satellite. She didn't get Sputnik. Although that would have probably cheered her up too.
Yeah, if I'd gotten Sputnik. If we had been able to beat Sputnik in the Terminal Conflict the other day, that would have been positive.
Damn Ruskies.
So I was supposed to be in charge of the space program on our last game, and like that just went out the wayside. We didn't even win because Nord thought that we would be, because we had too many elites. Basically, the elites took over. The elites took over, and like
I was no longer in charge of the United States.
Yeah, he was no longer in charge because there was just too many elites, and he thought he could like do another turn and he would be fine. But that one turn just did us in.
I thought I could postpone it a little longer. I was writing the knife's edge.
No, you gotta cut out those elites, babe. You gotta get rid of them.
Well, good thing the real U.S. doesn't have any issues like that.
Yeah.
We don't have billionaires running things, thankfully.
It's fine. This is fine. I tell you.
Nothing like that.
Eat all the food in Japan.
Exactly.
I saw the fish-shaped okonomiyaki, and I think if that's... Can't read that. The thing, okay. Sputnik would be so cool just sitting on your lawn.
I know.
Like,
except for the weird people coming over. But yeah, other than that.
I don't want anybody over here. We just put like booby traps on the outside of outskirts of our.
That sounds so Soviet. Like we will booby trap the Sputnik. When the American pig dogs come by, they will be trapped in the booby.
Anyways, I think we will talk a little bit about Sumo. It sounds very Cold War. You know what it makes me think of? There was this Star Trek, one of the Star Trek, I don't know. Yeah, one of the movies. I don't remember which one, but they're in, like, was it San Francisco?
And he's looking for the nuclear vessels.
What's his name that was saying that? He's like, where are the nuclear vessels? Where are the vessels? He keeps asking that. And I'm like, wow, if you did that nowadays, people would look at you a little strange. But it was Star Trek. Yeah, the voyage home.
Oh, of course Thorne knows.
Thorne knows.
We should just ask Thorne right away.
I have seen every single one of the Star Trek movies, but it's been a few years, and I feel like I need to go back and watch it. I like the Star Trek movies. I know that some people are not big into the Star Trek. I even like the new ones, but there's a lot of people that don't like some of the older Star Trek movies, but I really enjoyed them, to be honest.
That was a good one.
You know how we spot American spies here in Eastern Europe? How? Possum? What?
Or
Chekhov trying to help. Yeah.
Is it Pavlov Chekhov or something like that? I can't remember his first name. Anyways.
Where are the
Chekhov.
vessels?
I'm looking for the nuclear vessels. And they're like, okay.
That dude's a spy. That's a little sus. If they can't Slav squat, they are spies. No trust.
Oh,
that's
good,
freaking.
Good,
oh my god, that's
point.
probably
Good
freaking
point.
true. Is that I could not do that, and so I think that this is true because I could not do one of those squats for the longest time. But then I did yoga, and I learned how to do it. But yeah,
we used to have to do something very similar to that in wrestling. So I used to be able to do it, but
there's no way you could do it now.
My hip is so messed up now.
But in general,
I would get down to position and I would never get up.
Yeah, most Americans in general cannot do that squat. It's a very difficult thing. Okay, so I think today we're gonna talk a little bit about sumo. So we're on we're coming up to day 6 of the November
idol animation
or tournament. It's like an idol animation for young men in Eastern. Really?
It's true.
Wow. And so they just just stand in there and be like, oh, we'll just do this.
Very commonly with a cigarette.
Why do I keep thinking like they do this on like records, on the cover of a record or something? Do they do that?
You've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, like I feel like that's what they do. This is all like assumptions. I don't know. Please, please don't get mad at me. But that's like what I feel
something to
like
do with
happens.
tendons and how our hips are built. Well, honestly, that used to be the more common default for human beings.
Yeah. If you go to like Eastern Asian countries, like even it's not as popular in Japan. They used to do this kind of toilet in Japan where they squat to use the toilet seats because it would be like a toilet on the ground.
Yeah, a circle on the ground.
So you have to squat, but a lot of places don't do that in Japan anymore. But I know there's other Asian countries that still do that. And so I think that, that's like one of the reasons why.
That was like the more default sitting position for humans for the longest time.
Yeah, it's supposed to be more natural.
We've only changed it recently. But it's causing pooping problems for Americans.
Yeah, I was going to say that even though like it's kind of a gross topic, it's like not healthy for you to like, because
general sitting on the toilet.
If you sit on the toilet like that, like a lot of people tend to push. I know this is gross, but a lot of people say, so that's not healthy for you, y'all. Don't push.
This went in a strange direction.
But the squat's supposed to help you, and if you can't squat on it, like you can actually get like
a stool.
Get a stool and help you.
Not that kind of stool, but a footstool. To raise your feet.
I can't believe we're talking about this on stream, but hey, whatever works.
Well, every stream is a food stream, and, food turns into something. I guess it has to be discussed eventually.
Oh my god, that's so bad. We always end up talking about poop at some point or another. I don't know why. You can legit see young men Slav squatting by a grocery store with a cigarette. Oh, wow. Yeah, I heard about this, that we should not really use toilets or use like something under our feet. Yeah, exactly. And then if you're American too, most Americans use like toilet paper, and toilet paper is also can be really bad for you.
Yeah,
So
increasing risk of hemorrhoids and all sorts of...
yeah.
This is a fantastic
I have
stream so far.
It's the poop segment.
I installed a really nice bidet for us back when like toilet paper crisis was happening here.
Yeah. Oh my god, and I was scared to use the bidet.
She was like, I'm not
because I had this like idea that it was just gonna like it
like
was
a
gonna
fire
be
hose up your butt.
I was scared to use it because of that, but no, I feel it's so much better. It's so much cleaner. I'm just gonna tell y'all, if you're still using toilet paper, try, and you can switch to a bidet. Switch to a bidet. You will thank me. It is so much cleaner.
You don't use any toilet paper.
Yeah,
but it's mostly just to dry off.
Yeah, you might a little bit of toilet paper, but it's like
But we have a drying function on it too.
Yeah.
So it blows hot air on your ass, not up your ass, on your ass.
But oh my god! But
hey, maybe we'll
really
get sponsored by a bidet company after this.
I would totally do it.
Yeah.
I would sell out for a bidet company.
Hey, wasn't there a bidet company that tried to name something a while ago?
Yeah, it was something in Fall Guys.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what happened. A bidet company tried to do that. Yeah.
Oh my god. All right, do you remember that creepy pooping unicorn commercial? I think I blocked it out.
I have no idea, Possum.
if it's unicorn, you would know it.
That's how I found out, through trauma.
I'm sorry.
You don't want a daily colon cleanse, Hazzie? No, I don't. Yeah, I was like scared that's what the bidets were going to be like, this jet stream up your butt, and I was really
and you were
scared.
concerned about cold water.
And I was cold.
Ours has a heater.
Yeah, it heats up the water.
It's a fancy bidet.
So it's really nice because there's some bidets, they don't heat up the water, and like sometimes when it gets into the colder months, like it is right now, that water gets cold. Like it is a lot.
It's funny because it has a heated toilet seat, and so when we go to the other bathroom, I'm like, woo!
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
how do we transition from this?
I don't know. We
Sumo.
were talking about sumo wrestling that's happening. So like it's November, and they do a November boss show, or that means like tournament, and they do that in Fukuoka, that's where my family is from, Fukuoka. So like November sumo wrestling tournament is like my favorite tournament. But not only that, this is like my favorite time of the year. This is when my birthday happens.
Scorpio season.
It's Scorpio season. I've had a really good Scorpio season, y'all. And but I haven't really had the time to keep up with sumo this month, even though this is like supposedly my favorite one because they're in Fukuoka when they do it.
We've got some busy stuff.
Isn't it funny how all the stuff happens like right in that month of my birthday? Like I have my birthday and Halloween, which I love, and then we also have the Fukuoka sumo tournament where my family's from. It's all in that time frame. This is such a great time of year for me, and I've had a really great Scorpio season, but we just haven't had the time to really like keep up on it. But then I found out that I guess Hakuho is retiring or something, or retired.
Sounds like it, yeah.
So Hakuho is like 36. He's basically the GOAT. Has broken numerous records in sumo.
Like well over half of the records.
But I'll be honest, I'm kind of happy if Hakuho is retiring because no one could beat him. And it gets, after a while, when you have like every odd month is when the...
Teruno Fuji's getting there though.
Yeah, Teruno Fuji's getting there. But every odd month when you have the boss shows happening, like you know who's gonna win. If Hakuho's there, Hakuho's gonna win.
Sumo doesn't have a season; it's every other month,
and so
that they do it. So it's not like one square of the year.
Yeah, but anyways, Hakuho, it's like impossible to beat him, and that's the reason I'm like it's kind of boring when he's there because then we have all these new up and comers and they can't even do anything because it's like Hakuho's always gonna beat them.
Yeah, but part of it's because of his initial start on the dojo. Like he
Well, that's the thing. Hakuho is there's a lot of people that don't like the way Hakuho wrestles because he's kind of rough And he also does the whole jump out. So in sumo wrestling, this is a legal move where you can, when they come at each other, then like you can jump out of the way and use the other wrestler's momentum to get them out of the ring. But in Japan, especially if you're a bigger guy and there's no reason for you to jump out of the way, it's kind of seen not so positively when you do that.
It's supported if you're a small sumo, but the big sumos.
Yeah, and because there's no there's no weight class, so it doesn't matter. Like you could be, I don't know, 200 pounds going against a 400-pound sumo wrestler. Like it doesn't matter. But when you're smaller, they're okay with you like jumping out of the way. But when you're larger and there's not a reason for it, and you do it for some reason, it's not ill. Like you can still win the match.
It's frowned upon. It's not against the rules.
And so that's one of the reasons why I think a lot of the people don't like Hakuho is because of some of his tactics are like that.
So in order to start, you have a line, and you're supposed to put both your fists down. And what Hakuho will do is he'll wait until somebody's in between their breaths, and then he'll touch and go.
Yeah.
And sometimes those matches will be restarted for other people.
Yeah.
But Hakuho will keep doing it.
Yeah, well,
and the refs...
he does it intentionally because he likes to play mind games with the other wrestler.
Yeah.
And so because a lot of people have said that.
It's very borderline with the.
Yeah.
So he gets a very good start. However, if a match lasts longer than 30 seconds, Hakuho still tends to win. Because he has really good throwing maneuvers.
And he's good stamina.
Off of the Mawashi. The Mawashi is the belt diaper looking thing that they have. Like he's great on the Mawashi. There's like pusher thrusters in sumo. There's Mawashi men. There's
Possum said, "I legit know zero things about sumo, so do explain." So yeah. So like Hakuho.
One of our favorites, who's since retired, did a move called the Guburi Uri, and he would just...
Kota Shogiku. Actually, let me look it up right now on YouTube and see if I can't find Kota Shogiku.
Anyways, it was like a jumping belly bump, and he would knock people out of the ring with it. It was one of the only ones that could like do it really, really well. He had a very strong center of gravity for it.
See, I'm worried about finding a match where So Kota Shogiku, by the way, is one of my favorite wrestlers, but he retired because he had been doing it for so long. Was it like this year that he retired?
I think it was early this year. A lot of them don't tend to make it past like 35. Like that's very
Hakuho,
very old.
who was retired, who we think is retiring. Retired. We're not sure yet. Is like 36. And then my other favorite wrestler, he's 37. His name is Shohozan. He's also from Fukuoka.
He just turned 30.
I'm afraid to watch this match because I don't know if he's gonna do it. I'll just bring it up.
Did you type in Guburi Uri?
I guess I could. I don't know how to.
Ga? I think it's Ga.
Ga.
Gaburi Uri.
No.
And now you're just getting everything all over the place.
No.
All right. Don't worry about it. Just
Kota Shogiku. I think we should just watch the match. Okay, let's see. So this is Kota Shogiku right here on the screen. He is really cool. I wish they would show him getting ready for the match when he bends backwards and throws the salt.
He is ridiculously flexible. And actually...
he might not win this one. He's going up against Hakuho. So this is the 2016 one where Kota Shogiku went up against Hakuho. Hakuho is a Yokozuna... highest rank a sumo wrestler. Kota Shogiku, he was a
second highest rank, Ozeki.
He was an Ozeki, but then I think his he had
injuries, really bad knee injuries,
but he knocked him down. Yeah, he stayed in the top. He stayed in the top division, and so he did like a really.
He kept
good
losing
job.
ranks, but he could have retired at his height.
Yeah.
But he was like, I'm gonna keep going until my knees completely give out.
I'm gonna kind of just go through so that we don't have. They're gonna show it. I want y'all to see this part. This is like one of my favorite things with sumo. They do so many like what do you call ceremonial ritual type stuff, and it's really freaking cool. Like they throw salt. It's basically to like
purify
the ring and make sure there's no demons or whatever. So yeah, it's really cool. There's like lots of cool things happening before the match is over. You have like people singing before, and then when the match is over, you have people yelling the winners' names like in a singing type manner. It's really like fun to watch.
And then you have the bow ceremony at the end. Like there's it's a whole thing honoring the okay.
They didn't show the salt flinging.
Yeah, they did.
But he didn't do his backwards move.
He didn't do his backbend. But this is
I think this is
the prep one. Remember how they do a prep one and then they come back out and do a second one?
Okay.
Because we normally watch the sumo highlights, and so they'll cut
they don't
a
show
lot.
Everything. But there's a lot of people online that can that you can watch a full thing. But on NHK World News, you can go to the website and you can see all the top division sumo wrestlers and the highlights. And that's another way if you don't want to like watch the whole thing, because these tournaments last 2 weeks for every odd month, and each day is like a whole full day. Like if you go to visit Japan, you're going to be in the tournament. If you want to see all of it from the beginning, from the baby sumo wrestlers on up to the top division, you're going to be there all day. Like an all day thing. And usually as the day goes on, the crowd gets larger and larger because more people want to see the higher ranks. Exactly. Surprising overlaps between sumo and supernatural using salt to ward off demons.
Yes, exactly.
It's from Buddhist ritual stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right, here comes the real one.
I kind of want to have them hear the sounds, but
go for it.
Once again, Kota Shogiku's dream of winning the Emperor's Cup.
See, I love when Kota Shogiku does this. It's so cool, and the crowd goes wild.
That was his trademark move. He they've shown him doing various like flexibility things. He's insanely flexible. And that was one of his strengths. Unfortunately, I think it also hurt his knees.
Yeah.
Because they
I don't know if he's gonna win in this, y'all. Just so you know, I don't remember. 2016 was a while ago, and I don't know if he's gonna use it. Well,
see, there it is.
That's the belly bump. He's not getting a good one on him, but he's... Yeah, this is a big deal. The reason the guy's really happy... The reason the person that's in this video is really happy is that's a really big deal for Kota Shogiku to knock out the GOAT, basically, Hakuho. So
when you get these really huge upsets, a lot of the people will throw their cushions
in the air and everything. It is so much fun to watch. When I get to go to Japan one day, I've already told Nord we're going in November. We're going to Fukuoka, and I'm gonna spend all day at the sumo tournament. Like, I don't care. Like, I am like really excited one day to go to Japan and see one of these sumo tournaments live. And it's so much. There's so much going on in these tournaments. Yeah, I absolutely love watching sumo. It's so much fun. Salt is a demon repellent in many cultures, I think.
Yep, exactly.
So I had no idea. Is that why they do the whole, like, if bad luck happens, you throw salt over your shoulder?
Yep.
That makes sense, I guess. Anyways, yeah, so this month is a sumo month. And it sounds like the person that they're thinking is going to probably do the best is Teru no Fuji.
Teru no Fuji's terrifying.
Yeah, Teru no Fuji. Let me look him up so y'all can see Teru no Fuji. Teru no Fuji is like, he's just a badass.
Yeah.
He has just been, he actually got real badly injured. Ooh. And his rank went like way down because he had been
major knee surgery.
He was at Ozeki rank, which is the second level, second highest rank. But then they knocked him all the way down. Like, I think was he in Juro or something?
I think he went to Juro or lower even.
Yeah,
like he
really
dropped
low.
all the way out of the higher leagues.
Yeah,
and then bounced all the way back up, and now he's a Yokozuna. Like his story is incredible. Like, he got all the way almost to the top, fell significantly down as a result of injuries, and now he's back at the top.
Yeah, and I won't be shocked if Terunofuji ends up eventually here soonish taking Yokozuna with...
Oh, he did.
He did take... He's in Yokozuna rank now?
Yep.
Oh my god, way to go, Terunofuji. But Terunofuji has always been really fun to see. I don't know, there's so many of the wrestlers. I like all of them. And when you get into watching these matches, you start learning about that's Terunofuji right there. You start learning about each one of these sumo wrestlers, and it's all through subtext because they're not allowed to talk.
Mm-hmm.
They're not supposed to be super emotional or anything like that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to show emotion.
But you see little things, like sometimes when they go, they wrestle against another sumo, they do things like they will help their friend up after he falls out of the ring, and they'll do stuff like that, or they'll kind of like check on them. They'll use their hand, pat their back, and like not all of them do that. Like Hakuho was not one to be nice.
No, he
most
was.
of the time. Sometimes he is, but I've seen like Hakuho actually push somebody out of the ring, like so they would actually fall.
Hakuho was the closest thing to a bully that I've ever seen.
That's a reason why a lot of people in Japan didn't like Hakuho, because they kind of saw it as like a little bit dishonorable. Like Japan has, like culturally, they have certain expectations that are not necessarily said, or it's like not illegal to do, but if you do them, then like they kind of look at you like, what's wrong with you?
So that's one of Terunofuji's major moves. He'll get locked in under the elbows, and he can pick people up from that. Which, I mean, it's extremely painful if you're in that position. So a lot of people will just try to get out at that point. And so the other wrestler there pulled his elbow out, but by the time, because he's actually backing up, he's right on the edge of the ring, easy enough to push him out.
Yeah, and that's called, like it says right here, oh, this is a great video. They have this, so it says Yori Kiri right here, which that's the type of move of how he won. It's called a frontal force out. So yeah, like how they always say when you're watching a tournament, they'll say how they won. And they have a whole bunch of different ways to win, and it's a great way to also pick up some Japanese if you're trying to learn Japanese. Is if you get into the sport. Anyways,
I probably know more Japanese words related to sumo than I do on other stuff because I've forgotten so much.
Yeah. Anyway, so today it's like I need to get back into watching for this month. I just haven't had the time. Like I really wanted to geek out about that, so I got a momentary like I get to geek out about sumo right now. So thank you for letting me do that.
Ura is going against Takayasu. Ura is 4-1 right now.
Oh, really?
I really like Ura. He's one of the smaller people.
Okay, where is he? Further down on the...
Yeah, he's closer towards the bottom. He's a Magashira 7 on the right side. Magashira is like the rank and file sumo.
Okay, so
for the
I
upper...
don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I'll highlight it right here. So they're saying Magashiro number 7 is like is not like super high, but it's more like the middle-ish rank, I guess. I don't know what number it is.
Okay,
like,
so this is like, if you look at it like related to baseball, you have the major leagues. So this is basically the major leagues, but these are Magashira goes from Magashira 1 all the way to 15 or 16.
Yeah.
And those are the lower ranks.
Yeah.
And then it's Komusubi?
Yeah, Komusubi. Yeah, Komusubi.
And then Sekiwake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Days after that. Yeah. So yeah, I just really wanted to geek out a little bit and share a little bit of that with y'all, because I had been looking for this link because I had it somewhere and I couldn't find it. But at this at sumo.or.jp, and I also posted it on Discord. It says what day 6 is going, like what the matchups are going to be, and how well each one of the wrestlers are doing. What?
Did you show one from Ura? He's tiny. I love him.
Oh, you mean you want me to show a YouTube from YouTube? This is funny because we're not really showing, like, my two favorite were Kota Shogiku and and Shihozan because they're both from Fukuoka, where my family's from. But Kota Shogiku since retired, and so I just have Shihozan, so I don't know. Like, I do cheer for Endo, and I also cheer for...
Endo is considered the pretty boy.
Yeah, Endo's considered... There's a lot of girls that have crushes on Endo.
Mm.
And then I also like Shodai. Those are... Because they live kind of close to where Fukuoka is.
Yeah, they're in the south.
Yeah. Okay, so you wanted me to show Ura?
Yeah.
Ura's not a huge wrestler. So Ichinojo's a huge wrestler though.
Yeah.
So this is Ura. I actually wrote like I used to do a blog about geeky stuff, y'all, and I wrote this whole thing up about sumo. Just Possum says there's a lot more to sumo than I expected. Yeah, it's
Hey, look,
there's quite a bit.
he's got
Ura's in the pink Mawashi. The pink Mawashi is Ura. And he's going against this is Takayasu. And
He's trying so
Takayasu is
hard
one
in
of
this one.
Nord's other favorites too. Nord really likes Takayasu has gotten up to Ozeki before, but I think he got injured, and he got injured like the same time Kiseno Sato got injured.
Yeah. Kiseno Sato was also in the same stable as him.
Yeah.
You
want me to
it's
find a
Sumo
different...
stables.
Is that match?
No, that was a great one.
They
It
have
just
another
shows
run
how
of
he
it.
doesn't quit.
That I can't tell if that's Daisho.
It looks like it could be. It's hard to tell from the same.
So yeah, just pink Mawashi is Ura. Can't tell who that is.
Oh, he drove him out. Nice. Anyways, he for sumos, he's small.
Yeah, he's small. He's small for sumo sumo.
And he just he stays in it.
Yeah.
He works really, really hard. I love him.
Yeah. Okay, thank you guys for letting us like geek out
about
for
that.
a little bit about sumo. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring back some sumo like during the odd months every now and then during the Geeky Talk stuff, because like it's just so much fun to like I love all like it's so like it's just I like every single sumo wrestler, and like because they have each one of them has different styles, and you kind of get to know them by the style of their wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's hard to have favorites, which is why I'm like I always cheer for the wrestlers from Fukuoka or close to Fukuoka. My heart goes out to them the most because like really it's really hard to pick and choose who's my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're all really awesome.
Bless you, Nord. He looks tiny in comparison. Yeah, comparatively he is.
Yeah.
It's always so cool to listen to people talk about their interests. Thank you for sharing this with us.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening.
Okay, y'all. So the next thing we're going to talk about, and we'll try to talk about it really quick, is New World. So y'all know we're playing this. We're not doing much for streaming it because I feel like it's not...
It's a lot of people are streaming.
Yeah, a lot of people are streaming it, and a lot of times when I'm in it, I'm doing a lot of boring stuff that I just don't think is really fun on stream.
We do have a war tonight, though.
Yeah, we do have a war tonight. But I may not be getting in. We'll see. I'm only level 49, and they just nerfed my Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet to hell and back. So I'm gonna be respecking.
As like, I'm a mage, and they're like, bam, nerf hammer.
I don't know. Like, anytime a mage starts complaining about it, that's in New World, all the melee I've noticed are like, y'all needed to be nerfed. Now listen, I think our damage was pretty, like, high, but they didn't need to nerf us as hard as they did. They nerfed it really high.
Or because of improper coding.
Yeah,
They made it so that you can hit somebody multiple times on a single hit, because the frames as they were moving would count as new people.
Yeah. So I think my next weapon's going to be musket and spear is kind of what I'm thinking. But I have thought about just going full into focus, but I would be exactly like you, and then we even play in groups together?
Most of Void is int. The heals on Void are focus.
Oh, okay. So the Void Gauntlet is int. Okay. I was thinking it was focus.
But you could be...
So focus is its secondary.
You could still keep fire. Fire didn't get nerfed everywhere. Fire got...
I mean, that's true. I mean, but they they didn't nerf the abilities that I want to use, like the abilities I didn't choose and I didn't want to use. It's like they want us to use those abilities, and I'm like, I don't want to use those abilities.
Yeah, they're trying
I like
to push
Fireball. I like
Fireball is super fun.
I like when I
They made it
actually
so it can't
hit.
crit.
I like that when I actually freaking hit with a fireball, which you have to aim to, like, in order to shoot
And it has
someone.
an arc.
It freaking crits, but they took that away. It's like, I should be rewarded. You know, like I don't know. It's just really annoying. But like, people were not happy about the amount of damage. Maybe just lower it a little bit, not like no crit whatsoever. Well, it's magic, duh. Yeah, of course magic users are going to be strong. They can get good on other players.
That's it. Just Possum nailed it. Thank you, Possum. Thank you.
Just like, oh well, you know, I think I'm gonna try a little bit of melee and see how I like it. I'll be honest, when I started out, I started with melee, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna totally go with this. But I'm so used to playing, like, in other MMOs,
casters.
I always played ranged casters. So when I switched over for Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet, I, like, automatically was like, okay, this feels good. This feels familiar. I like this. We're going to go with this because this is what I feel like I'm going to be good at.
I think you would like Void Gauntlet here. It has a lot of the good stuff that that Frost is losing. And then you can go with the other stuff of
So
fire.
you have found yourselves on these sacred shores. Spilled blood so you could lay claim to her lands. Yet still unsated, you dig deeper, delving into the mysteries of Eternum's magic. Nothing will be the same after you venture into the void.
So I am happy about the new content, though.
I'm playing Void Gauntlet for the healing side of it. It has a lot of stuff for stealing the health of enemies and giving it to you or your team.
Yeah.
I'm a healer in game, so.
So yeah, so they're talking about the Void Gauntlet here. That's the new weapon, as the picture shows, like right here. So I guess you can.
I also play Life Staff.
Cast. I guess you can cast. Like, it's almost like a shadow bolt is what it looks like, but or they have like basically like a shadow like sword or dagger or something, and then you can go up and kind of melee with it. But it's like, I don't want to melee. I want to shoot shit from over here.
Very strong.
I don't want to have to run to you to kill you. I want to sit there and shoot you. I have to aim. That is a thing. And if you're running and moving, chances are I will miss you. So
and everybody has the ability to block in this game. Well, everybody but the Void Gauntlet. The Void Gauntlet's the first one that's been introduced that doesn't have blocking.
Possum said, "Good luck, Hazzie. I cannot play melee in any games." See, I'm not great at melee either, so I'm a little
It's an
concerned.
energy sword. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's an energy sword.
Yeah. Says the Annihilation Tree focuses on maximizing damage at close range and revolves around the Void Blade as summoned blade of corrosive void energy. And then there's the Decay Tree, offers ranged healing and debuffs and revolves around Orb of Decay, a dual phase projectile that can debuff enemies and heal allies. But see, I didn't want to heal because it's about doing damage, and fuck y'all. I don't want to have to keep you healed. Okay?
And fuck y'all.
I'm sorry. I don't want to have to heal.
I love that explanation. And fuck y'all.
It's like, it's not fun having to heal people. Like, it's just really not.
I like it.
I know you like it. I'm not really like dogging on you for liking it. It's just, I want to go and damage stuff, and I don't like having to worry about and I don't like having to worry about other people and what's happening to their health because it will drive me insane. I just don't want to do it. I've done it before. I don't want to do it again. I don't do melee. Just give me a gun. Yeah, see, that's why I'm going to go musket.
Muskets
I
in
think
here
I'm going to go musket.
have insane range.
Yeah.
Like, you can shoot people from farther away than anything else in the game.
Yeah. Musket's pretty fun.
And she likes going this grenade build where you get like sticky bombs that you can throw on people and stuff like that. Anyways,
Although I'm not sure how that's gonna work.
if you die,
later
it's your
game.
own fault. You may be weak, but I'm different. Hazy. On this day. Hey, there you go. There you go. Anyways, I'm life staff, which is healing, just pure healing.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then I'm gonna be going the healing side of it, focusing on healing abilities. That's kind of what I'm doing.
So the next thing is we're gonna get also new enemies. That's gonna be interesting. Says the Varangians are a force of invading knights currently raiding southeastern Eternum. They are led by Lord Commander Attalus, a Gaul with a reputation for brutality and a twisted sense of humor. Commander Attalus and Vargarians are vassals, a powerful warlord named Varric the Hammer off. They have been sent to southeastern Eternum in search of magical artifacts and arcane lore left behind by the Crimson Sorcerer. Their goal is to secure magical weapons that will help their lord in this conquest. The Vangarians are fiercely competitive and will vie with one another to curry favor with the Lord Commander Attalus. So yeah.
So, remember Crusader Kings 3?
Mm-hmm.
The Vangarian Guard?
Yeah. Okay.
That's where they're getting the name.
Okay. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about. That's wonderful. And so they're gonna have like world updates, I guess. They added a starter zone, visual variety and improvements.
Lots of
lots of stuff.
That's running better.
This I already know about. So with the quests, so questing in New World was kind of boring because there's a bunch of fetch quests. But they're gonna be updating things with like there's gonna be like I guess open world type stuff and whatever else, which is really positive because
Better
I feel
questing.
like the questing was not.
It was
fun.
it was its weakest point.
Yeah, and I mean, and I'm not even done leveling, even though it seems like everybody else. Nord's is very close to being done leveling, and I'm not because I'm like level 49. So at least I'm halfway through 49. Go me!
You're pretty close. It's 60 is max.
Yeah,
That's pretty close.
Yeah. Zorn, it's good to see you, Zorn. I watched a friend use hatchet and spear, and I was like, Hatchet is busted.
Dude, okay, so Hatchet has Berserk, which makes you immune to CC temporarily. And yeah, you could just like go to town in somebody's face.
Yeah. If you want really busted.
And it got buffed. It got buffed to this patch.
It got buffed.
Quite a bit.
And,
big buffs.
War Axe got buffed.
Every
really
melee weapon got buffed.
Yeah.
And every ranged weapon got nerfed.
And it didn't get nerfed. Well, at least
every caster weapon got nerfed. Bow got
little
in between,
bit of a nerf for bow.
And musket got buffed.
Yeah, musket got buffed. Fire Staff and Ice Gauntlet, which is what I was going, got nerfed to hell and back, like really bad. It was. I don't know if I'm gonna. I'm just like gonna totally respec. I think I'm just gonna go high. Dexterity and do like spear and musket, or I could just try out the Void Gauntlet. I'm not really sure.
I think she should do Void Gauntlet damage, so rather than the healing side of it, and then switch your fire build. Go with the stuff that didn't get nerfed as bad. So get rid of Fireball and go with the other stuff. Anyways. Do you get flannel over your armor if you fight with a hatchet? There's actually a lumberjack set. And it looks totally lumberjack. I put it on when I go to cut trees because it gives a whole bunch of bonuses for cutting trees. And yeah, there's flannel.
There's flannel. Have you seen the Skinner set when you put on Skinner clothes?
Oh my god.
It looks so ugly.
They have like a fox.
Yeah,
on
different
your head
pieces of like skin from all the different animals. It looks so bad.
Yeah,
it's so ridiculous looking.
You look like a taxidermist. Like you just rolled around in their loose parts. You covered yourself in glue and then you rolled around in their loose parts.
Yeah, it's so bad. Zorn. It also has like no CD. The duration versus CD was like 2/3 uptime.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, dude. And they made it stronger. So, you know.
I think War Axe is more busted than Hatchet, though.
Yeah.
I feel like the War Axe is something that needs to get nerfed
but
next.
Spear has so much CC it has a lot of potential. Like you could just keep somebody totally locked down the whole time.
I'm gonna try
Anyway.
Spear. I don't know if I'm gonna stick with it, or maybe I'll just go ahead and go Void Gauntlet and be like, you know what? I don't
You
know.
get to
I
stay
don't know what it is.
ranged.
In MMOs, I always like playing ranged. When I'm playing with multiple people like that, I like being ranged. I don't like having to. Like, when you're playing melee and you have to be up in someone's face, you always have to be aware of your mobility, but I have a really hard time with doing that sometimes. And it's hard to be aware of what's going around when you're focused in on, well, at least for me, and I'm focused in on an enemy close to me. I'm not aware half the time of what's going around.
There's a lot
me.
of standing in bad in this game.
Yeah.
And so if you're in melee, like in PvE or large scale PvP where bad is going to be on the ground a lot, it can not be good.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just kind of like, meh.
Follow me for more advice. Bad cannot be good. There you go.
There
See?
you go. Bad cannot be good, y'all. Lumberjack set. This sounds awesome.
It is pretty awesome.
Zoran said it also had a health regen, if I recall. He was doing hatchet plus spear, so I'm guessing the tactic is I can't be CC'd. Can.
Yep, there's a lot of that. Yeah, there's some amount of health regen on hatchet. You get some vampiric type abilities. Although Void Gauntlet is insane in terms of how much health regen that you can gain cutting somebody open.
If I go Void Gauntlet, I'm going to end up healing, I guess.
No.
I don't want to be Void Gauntlet like Spear, the Void Gauntlet dagger thing that comes out of the thing. I don't want to do that.
That's one of the 6 abilities.
Yeah,
you pick up to 3 abilities.
But they were saying that the side that I would probably be interested in, more caster oriented, has healing. So it's kind of like if you don't pick healing, it's kind of weird.
Okay. Take a look at a talent build.
Okay.
Void Gauntlet talent. Here we go.
Can you send me the link? Just send it to me on Discord. I can bring it up over here. Talking about. I haven't seen it because it just came out today.
Yeah.
So I mean, they probably had this up before, but I didn't look at it. I was just like trying to enjoy my weapons while I can before it got nerfed to crap. But isn't that what they always do? It's always the casters that get nerfed first. I feel like that's what happens. It's always the casters always get nerfed first.
All right, here you go. Sending this to you in Discord. So here you go.
Okay.
And then go ahead and let's see. This one does have. Has this one not been updated with Void Gauntlet?
No, that way we can't do Void Gauntlet.
Oh, yeah, this one has not yet been updated. All right, let me find one with Void Gauntlet. Anyways, you could take a look at the Firestaff stuff while I'm looking for that. Because Firestaff, okay, you got nerfed really bad on Fireball, so you want to get away from that.
That's like my favorite thing is Fireball, though. It's like my favorite thing. Range is usually underestimated in PvP. I don't know, there was a lot of crying about
Here you go.
Fire Staff and Fire Mages specifically in
But that was because of bugs. Like more than anything else, it was bugs. It was because while you're moving, it counted multiple frames, and so you'd get hit like twice or sometimes all the way up to 4 times. So people were just getting one-shotted because they'd be like rolling right when they got hit. And so the game files were miscalculating it as 4 people.
Did you send me a different link?
Yes, I sent you a different link. It goes right to Void Gauntlet.
Like that looks like old, not what you just, but that one looks. Like I don't know if they even I'm not sure if they updated with the.
Anyways, so stuff that's ranged. Baleful Tether. It's on the right side. It's on Decay. It's on the Decay tree. This one, you can still
fire a projectile that tethers you to an enemy, weakening it and empowering you by 4% per second. The tether ends if the target moves beyond 15 meters. 10-second duration. Cost 25 mana.
So
I'm kind of curious to see how the mana situation happens too, because like I've always been having issues with mana.
Void Gauntlets, because they don't have block, you hit your block ability, you sacrifice health to gain mana.
Oh, okay.
So you never have to worry about mana. That's why I'm saying this could go really well with fire, because fire has some mana issue. Anyways, that's a medium range ability.
Okay.
Essence Rupture is another medium range ability. It's on the right.
Fire projectile that inflicts essence rupture for 10 seconds, healing anyone that hits the target for % of the damage done. Does not apply to damage over time.
So everybody that's beating up your target gets healed, including you.
That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, so you just have to hit that target. The one in the middle, Orb of Decay, is very much healer oriented. But
Fire, an unblockable orb that passes through the enemies, deals 100% weapon damage and inflicts disintegrate, dealing 5% weapon damage per second, reducing damage absorption by 5% for 8 seconds. Stacks up to 3. At max range, it transforms into a healing orb and returns healing friendlies for 20% weapon damage per second for 5 seconds. Healing scales exclusively.
So that one's going to be more associated with me because I'm a focus
You're a
build.
focus build,
But
yeah.
it's an option, but it's not necessarily a great one. But see, you already have Baleful Tether, and Essence Rupture is definite possibilities. There's Oblivion on the other side,
So you
which
summon a circular rift of void energy at your feet that deals 30% weapon damage per second to enemies and grants some power to self and friendlies. Kind of like that, increasing damage by 20%, 5-meter radius and 6-second duration.
See, you don't have to necessarily use it for damage. It's just a good thing for you to stand in that buffs you. You can combine Oblivion with Baleful Tether. So by the time everything's going, you're getting like an extra 50% damage or more. I'm not sure if it works additively or multiplicatively.
Yeah, I don't know.
But those things in combination are really good. And then, of course, Petrifying Scream, because you liked the roots and stuff from Frost. Petrifying Scream you'd love.
Unleash a void-infused scream, dealing 100% weapon damage, staggering and inflicting root to enemies 5 meters in front of you. Disables enemy movement for kind of nice.
So if they're getting in your face, you hit that. They're stuck in place. So you do not necessarily have to go nerfed. Void Blade.
I was saying that's gonna get nerfed because as soon as like when Frost was being used like to help protect yourself, everybody screamed about that one. like I don't know.
Anyways,
which is weird because the thing that if you could use what is the rain, you can roll out of it or jump out of it.
Melee were complaining about an ability that you can literally hit spacebar or shift to ignore. Like not just like, oh, I take less, but literally ignore.
At the
you
same
could get
time,
invincibility frames.
Melee players don't understand line of sight.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's true.
No, I gotta get in your face and smash.
I mean, it's because it's really easy to forget about it when you're melee, I guess, right? I don't know.
Zorn's redeemed your gameplay and then my gameplay, so I guess we will switch around a bit.
Thank you for using your Razzies either way.
Thank you, Zorn.
General though, melee has to get something for being melee, either more damage, more survival, more CC, something like that.
I think they already have a lot more CC.
Yeah, I don't know.
So I think, but I agree. I also think they should have more damage.
So here's the thing: is it still? Remember how we were talking about this? Like, armor wasn't working properly, and it made more sense to go like heavy and be
almost everybody in PvP has gone heavy armor.
So is that still going to be the same, or have they done something to try to encourage people to go?
For healers, they've encouraged you not to do it because healers now gain 30% extra healing if they're in light armor.
Okay.
But everybody else, it's the encouragement level. Like
I would
stick heavy armor
PvP
if I'm you.
Heavy armor. I'm not gonna do no. I just get chunked. I get chunked. I don't want to be chunked. Yeah, I haven't played the game still. It's just a general rule of thumb.
No, it's true, and I tend to agree with what you're saying there. Anyways, so take a look at the bottom of the decay tree. This is the one last thing that I think is really, really cool that you should know.
Glimpse of the Void. Gain a stack of Void Essence per successful ability hit. At 0 or more stacks, your next successful heavy attack will instantly reset all Void Gauntlet cooldowns and remove all stacks.
so you can get all your cooldowns right back up.
It's only a 15-second cooldown. That's really not that bad.
So all you have to do is get 4 hits.
It's actually kind of good.
And then, at least it was 4 in the PTR. And then you do a ranged heavy attack, and boom, you get all your cooldowns back.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of like that.
So being able to get all your cooldowns back is just huge.
Okay, I might try it out.
So say you're doing a PvP thing, you could Petrifying Scream, pop the shit, and then get another Petrifying Scream. You could keep somebody CC'd pretty damn well. Anyways.
Okay.
Or you could focus on damage and whatever.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm still not 100% sure. I mean, I really like muskets, too. I don't know.
No, you got options.
Like
I'm just saying. And then if you switch back over...
I've leveled a little bit in muskets, so yeah.
Bright Mage. Yeah. Anyways, also Fire Staff.
I kind of was like a Bright Mage there for a little while, but
you really were,
but not anymore.
Okay, so Fire Staff, you got your Fireball really nerfed. Are you over at it?
I don't have that. Did you send me a?
No, it's the same thing where you were.
Oh, I just clicked it out.
Okay,
like,
I'll go over this real quick.
Just tell me.
Pillar of Fire really got buffed.
Okay.
But it does its best damage when you do it to somebody that's at full health.
Okay.
But Meteor Shower is still really good. You just have to channel it. Incinerate, you have to be too close in my opinion. And Flamethrower, you definitely have to be too close.
Okay.
But anyway, you still have some options. You could go Pillar of Fire, Meteor Shower, and Burnout. Like there's still good options.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to think about it.
The thing is if you go Void, you can cover for your mana issues.
That's true.
Because Fire has such mana issues.
I have really bad mana issues for real. Yami! Hi, Yami! How's it going? It's good to see you. On my way to a meeting, but I wanted to pop in and say hi, muggers. Totally not a word that works. Let's not do that again.
No. It totally works.
You can use
In fact, we were originally... Because we weren't even called Mug Club. This was like over a year ago, talking to Matic, and he used to call us muggers because we would...
Well, we did do the Mug Club thing. We've had the Mug Club thing for a while now, but...
Yes, but your name wasn't Mug Club.
Yeah, my name wasn't Mug Club.
But he still called us muggers.
Yeah, he
because,
did call us muggers.
Whenever people would sub and stuff.
That's true, he did. He was like, hey, muggers.
So muggers works. It's been one of our things for a little bit.
It's supposed to be 30 minutes long, so hopefully productive. Good luck, Yami. Thank you so much for stopping by. We always love seeing you. Okay, so we are going to be playing... some Curious Expedition 2.
Hazzie says we're racing.
Y'all should check out this game. It's by Machine and Mensch. Thank you, Machine and Mensch, for providing the DLC code so that I could see the new stuff that just came out like a couple days ago.
They love you. They send you stuff for free.
Yeah. So I really wanted to do today.
Germans always like you.
I got Nord to buy a freaking copy, so I'm really excited because like I didn't ask for the code. They were just really super nice people over at Machine and Mensch, and I didn't feel like I did the game justice when I first got. Like I did a stream for it, but I didn't feel I made as big of a deal out of it as I should have. Just because I'm really bad at this game because this game is actually kind of challenging.
It's pretty difficult.
It's a challenging, even on easy mode. It was kind of challenging. So I felt like I would like to do a review and do all these other things with it, but I was like, I need a little bit more like time to actually finally defeat the end. Get to the end of the game. You wanted
to get good before you did it. But I'm
still not good though.
I'm not sure if there is a get good in this game.
Yeah.
There's get RNG on your side.
Yeah, get RNG, but it's a lot of fun.
We pray to you, RNG.
It's a beautiful game. Great artwork. It reminds me of like the Tintin comics type of artwork.
Yes, I love the art.
It's like an adventure game. Yeah, it's got oddities in it and it's kind of mysterious.
It's even odder than I am.
Pretty much. I mean, when you're riding
it's debatable.
When you get a dinosaur and you have to ride a dinosaur and then your party member turns into an abomination
and starts eating you.
Then yeah,
I haven't
weirder
done that
than
yet.
you.
I haven't done that yet.
That is weirder than you. That is true, Nord. But yeah, Curious Expedition 2 is actually on sale. It's 30% off right now on Steam. So yeah, check it out, y'all. if you're interested, buy it. I would love to hear that you're supporting Machine and Mensch.
Roll that trailer.
Like, oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
Okay, then don't. Never mind.
That's way loud. Like, oh, that's kind of small. Nord always brings out the stuff that tells me to do stuff that I'm not excited, prepared for it. Should we do a prediction on which one we expect will have to eat a party member?
Oh my god. Actually, yeah, you should definitely do a prediction.
Yeah, do a prediction. Do a prediction. Can mods do that, or do I need to do that?
I'm pretty sure Thorn can do that.
If you can do it, Thorn, do it. Like, you don't even have to ask my permission. You can even do it before I say anything.
Yeah, which one's eating a party member first?
But this is the base game. I'm gonna show y'all it's a really quick trailer for the DLC, which is called Highlands of Avalon. It dropped on the 16th. Yeah, I haven't seen it. This is gonna be my first time seeing it. I have not touched the game in a few months. I have like a total of 60 hours in the game, but I'm still not good at the game. But it's a really fun game. I never know what to expect.
You really don't.
It's kind of a difficult game. I haven't decided if we're gonna go on normal or easy mode yet, because I'll be honest, I was trying to do it on normal mode before, and when I was like, you know what, I just need to get to the end of the freaking game, I turned it to easy mode, and easy mode I had a difficult time with even. But it's a really fun game. They've got new content for it. The developers are really cool people. I feel really lucky to have gotten a code from Machine and Mensch. But yeah, check that out. This is 10% off right now, the DLC is. So check that out, y'all, if y'all are interested in some exploration and oddities. Really, really fun game. So I think what we're going to do next is we're going to jump in.
Awesome. Was that a spice worm? Praise the spice worm. Yes.
Yeah.
There are all sorts of incredible oddities.
In here, just very much like Dune. Very much like Dune. There's really cool oddities in this game. I'm really excited to be able to show this game to y'all. I didn't know I was going to be going from like one really cool indie game to another. Because like I thought I was going to end up having to wait to buy the DLC, but yeah, thank you, Machine and Mensch. It also gave Nord an opportunity to buy the game, because I was like, you buy the game so we can race. And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into the game, both of us, and we're gonna see who can beat the other, or who can or who's gonna like eat somebody before the other, or who's gonna turn into an abomination before the other.
The prediction is up, folks. I did not spend anything to say my part at all.
What? Wait, what? What?
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna get in. Just hang on, Nord. Let's bring up Nord's screen.